Let's talk about it. No judgment here. We keep it real. Black culture, life, family, friendship, and everything in between. Let's talk about it. With the girls, KB, Nell, and Jules. Pressing the unused. Pressing the unused button. Pressing the unused button. Pressing the unused. Pressing the unused.
Calling all Central Arkansas residents. Looking for someone to mount a TV or set up your surround sound? Well, look no further than our friends at Hangtime Home Media. From surround sound installation and setup to flat screen TV mounting, wired or wireless networking, and even furniture assembly. You can trust them with your business because they offer affordable solutions while providing top-tier customer service. Contact them today for a quote and mention that you heard their ad on the Pizza Up podcast, of course, and they'll give you 10% off your invoice. Find them on Facebook or Instagram or call them at 501-690-5705. What are you waiting for? Get to calling.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
Hey. Why we couldn't hear it no more?
Because I put it on.
I mean it on our end.
Oh, I was like, did it just
I
stop?
thought something had happened.
Me too. I was like, did it just stop? Hey, Facebook people. Hey. This is gonna be weird. I'm so used to having both of my devices, and I didn't bring my iPad. Hey, Facebook people and Instagram people. Instagram been here for a minute.
Yeah, they have.
So
They
shout
just
out
seen
to
us
our
already
Instagram
cut
fam.
up.
Yeah, we've been cutting up like a lot. Hi, Andrea. Hello there.
Hello, everyone.
Can y'all hear us okay?
How are you today? Doing well, very well. I
Really?
thank you.
How y'all Friday? How y'all week
feeling
been?
It's the lack of sleep.
Huh?
I ain't had no sleep.
You ain't had no sleep?
Uh-uh.
I need y'all to get it together. 'Cause I
Let's
didn't get my
talk
sleep in this
about
week.
it.
I have definitely gotten my sleep in this week for the most part anyway. How y'all be, good people, on this Good Friday? Welcome to the season finale.
The unmute.
The season finale. I'm gonna have to bounce between Facebook and Instagram.
I'm finna get on Facebook. I was just writing this thing down. Y'all, it's the season finale.
It came and crept on up on us. Real talk.
It did.
Like,
I'm so
where'd it come
sad
from?
to see us. You and me must
Really?
never part.
Really? Keitra was looking at you. I cannot deal with you. I cannot deal with either one of y'all.
Understand. Now, don't let me her.
I mean,
Okay, I was trying to write
both of
down.
y'all.
I was really trying to write down.
Our hostess gathering.
Hey, y'all. While y'all coming in, y'all know what to do. Like, share, comment.
Please do.
Please. Oh, who was Belle?
She was trying to say Nell.
Oh,
You know she was trying to say nail.
I see nail now.
You
know she was trying to say nail.
I did not.
I do, Dre. I do. Just, God bless me.
Please and thank you.
Please.
What's wrong, Future?
I was finna say something and I lost it because this one over here.
I ain't even doing nothing this time.
Andrea said autocorrect got her. You know that good old autocorrect. We've been talking about autocorrect.
Oh my God. I've been correcting it too. Like, let me make sure I'm
Me
right.
too. Me too.
Ooh, child.
And Keitra that got us over here in the real world scared. We
Right.
looking and double checking.
Right.
Is them good? I don't know. This is her first time.
Oh, okay.
What is you doing? What is you working on, Madam
But I ain't
Secretary?
gonna be able to pick it up tomorrow.
What are you working on, Madam
Try.
Secretary?
I don't know. I keep getting sidetracked.
Y'all pray for us, okay? Because I'm just be real honest. Have you eaten, Neil?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I ain't ate. Keitra ain't ate. They sleep.
Oh, yeah, I had to because, baby, I wouldn't have been able to function.
They sleep. So
Head was on 10.
You know how we do. So tonight, season finale. What's the topic?
Up?
What?
Oh my God! It's the what's up for me? Like
random.
right? See, I'm like
So random. So this is the season finale though. Like
it's been a good season.
it has.
What's this song? I hate to see you go.
Like I think having guests really.
I don't even know what that. I don't even know what that was. Like you said, I see God.
No, I said I hate to see you go. That ain't even the song. I probably done made it.
You made that up. You definitely just wrote that.
Anyway.
All right, put me in the studio. What's up?
No.
Let me finish writing my song.
Okay. I think finding a new groove with having guests on was really dope.
Yeah, it was.
Being able to bring on new perspectives. I'm gonna need you to wake up, Madam Secretary.
I'm waking.
She needs to scoot closer to me.
I know.
Scooch on over. That's what K Michelle say. Scooch on over. Yeah, that's a new song.
It's a new song.
Scooch on over. There we go. Why they acting like they love me?
What's going on?
Okay. It's the rug.
I know, but I'm trying to.
I got it.
Okay.
It's on that end.
Well, don't have it. There we go.
There we go.
Okay. All right, I'm ready.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I think having guests this season. Let me see. I want to see. Oh, he was yawning.
I thought she saw something
I did too. I can't stand her. I really can't stand her.
Focus,
at this point, I'm really just like, you know what? I'm gonna put her on punishment.
Cause she about to what?
I'm ready now.
Are you sure?
You not.
So we did 8. This is our 8th episode this season.
Is it?
I didn't know what you were saying.
And she talking about me.
All of that sounded like gibberish to me. I was like, what?
That's why you turn around and look like that? And she talking about me. Now who turning up?
Oh yeah.
Clearly.
Okay, so this is what I need you to do. Breathe in.
I have no idea.
Go get your glasses so you can focus.
Please. It's like all over the place.
It's the 8th episode already?
Yeah. We did 8 episodes. So yeah, this is the 8th one. We did 8 episodes this season.
Oh.
And we had how many guests? 3 guests?
3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was dope. Yeah. Chrissy, Brittany, and Shannon.
Mm-hmm. And then our mamas.
Oh yeah. Oh, we can't forget about that. Sorry, Mama.
Yep. We did half and half. So I can look at Facebook from yours. Because I be liking to know who tuned in.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
So you could share. Oh, yeah, snap. I need to share.
Oh, yeah.
And she talk about me.
Oh, I had already
I
shared.
think out of all the episodes that we did this season, I think Imposter Syndrome was probably my favorite. When Chrissy came on and talked about Imposter Syndrome.
Yeah.
I definitely think that kind of sparked some different areas of reflection.
I
Give
got
it
a
to
top
her.
of favorites.
Which are
That one.
okay.
And then when our mamas came. Simply because
That was a good show.
They was hilarious.
right. And my mama was so nervous.
Turn.
So to see how she
Right.
just loosened up. That was funny.
Right.
That was
Man,
totally out of her comfort zone.
You a pro. Like, what are you doing? My shit.
Right. My shit.
But
Yeah.
like I would have to say Imposter Syndrome really probably had the most impact.
Yeah,
on
I'm
me.
still waiting on part 2 for that one.
Well, that's where the whole hey Tamara.
Hey.
Tamara, where you been?
I
You
know,
been
right?
MIA.
Baby
M
been
to the I
baking.
and the A.
Baby been baking.
Have. Speaking of which, I need to put in an order. I need to put in an order. Is it too late to put in an order for it to be ready next Friday before I leave? Let me know. Hey Peanut.
Hey, Peanut.
But yeah, so
But speaking of Chris, she got her workshop tomorrow morning.
her free workshop.
Mhm.
Yes.
And that was one of the things she's gonna be talking about is the imposter syndrome. Oh, we're not live?
Yeah, I'm right here. You need to
you
refresh. You on, but you gotta be on Keetra's profile, not pressing the unmute profile.
Oh, I didn't even realize she was on pressing the unmute.
Anyway, I got you, sister. Thank you so kindly. I think Chrissy's episode really was that where we first started talking about the retreat, the pizza up retreat. Y'all gotta look on our page too. I shared a really dope property.
It was pretty.
Off Lake Hamilton that I think would be really, really dope to have a retreat. If you guys would be interested in a retreat, let us know. Because I mean, we talked about it on that episode, but
yeah,
y'all ain't saying nothing else. But I mean, if y'all want us to get it popping, we can. We can make it happen.
Get it pop-a-locking.
Season 3 for sure.
Pop-a-locking.
Yeah. Y'all share. Did y'all share to y'all pages? Okay.
Yeah,
if y'all haven't already, make sure y'all share.
Yes.
Like, well, I can't see. It's just the people that's comment. Okay. Well, yeah. So.
Oh, you're talking about when people come in.
What was your favorite one?
Yeah, I would definitely have to say, I don't know, you know me. I love them all. But I would definitely have to say Imposter Syndrome was the top one for me. And the blended family actually was a really good one as well. Since I am in a blended family, then of course, whenever the Lord sends me my husband, we will be a blended family.
Hello, come on now, speak that thing on existence.
So that was.
Keetra's in her own little world right now.
She can't injure you. Now talk about her.
When we get the current events, I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm laughing at.
Please and thank you.
Oh, Lord. But yeah, so I mean, I really liked all of them, but those were my top 2.
So, and talking about our favorite ones, for those that are veteran P-tubbers, if you had a favorite episode from season 2, drop it in the comments. Let us know. But also for P-tub veterans and those that are new watching the show, what would you like to see season 3?
Yeah.
What topics? What type of guests would you guys like to see going into season 3? So that would be something that we can take back and when we start planning season 3, which I don't know when that is because I don't know about y'all, but my summer is heck of busy.
Everybody ain't bad like you,
girl. Boom.
Bad push.
Like, I mean, really.
Sorry.
That's all I had.
Oh, that's all you had. Okay. Well, anyway.
Did everybody ain't bad like her?
So.
I sure thought she was gonna say some more.
Everybody getting flued. I mean, not everybody. You getting flued out.
That's only in September and December, ma'am.
Don't matter.
That's 2 more months than we get.
And I'm getting flued right. Ain't nobody fluding me out.
Ain't nobody what?
Fluding. I can't stand her. I cannot stand her at all.
How you spell it, you think?
Right.
FLEWDIN.
Fluding. She done changed it's the fluding for me.
I can't deal with her.
I can't.
So yeah, let us know what y'all favorite episode was.
Yes.
If there's any topics, subtopics, or part 2s that y'all would like to see.
Well, we know Imposter Syndrome was
we
one of
definitely
that.
Gotta have one of those.
People are still asking about that one.
Yeah.
So
it might need to be a conference at this point, like a little mini conference.
Right.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Whatever.
I'm not gonna play with Keitra.
Make it do what it do.
You ready for current events?
I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby.
Okay, Jamie Foxx. So y'all know how we like to get started on Fridays.
Time it is now.
Our current events. They should be in order. You know we like to
Nah, so I can show
pop off some current events. Oh. that is not the music that is like.
That's what the CNN when it's okay, breaking news.
Exactly.
Okay. Good you see how the TV kind of flashing over there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So first things first is congratulations to how you say her name, Tika Sumter. Huh? She has tied the knot to Nicholas James.
She has.
It's the dude from Have-Nots, right?
Yep. The police officer.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I felt that when I found out they was dating, I was like,
have you noticed like not most, but it's a lot of couples in Tyler Perry shows and projects. But you don't watch Sisters, so you would know it's a couple.
AJ and what's his name?
Start with a K.
I mean KJ. I didn't see it. AJ. Yeah, KJ and the guy from. Did you watch Eden? Is that what it's called? On BT Plus? No. Oh,
she don't watch TV.
Oh, you don't watch Sisters. Girl, bye.
Sisters is not ratchet TV.
It's really not.
I mean, it's actually pretty good.
I watched a couple episodes.
Girl, bye. Ratchet to me. They're all corporate America women, pretty much, with the exception of Danny. But that's the exception to the rule.
What baby doing?
Just the same. I'm a lady in the streets.
All right.
Congratulations to Tika. And I spelled her name wrong on here. Now this was the one that got me. This is the one that got me.
What is it?
Tiana Taylor won season 7 of The Masked Singer. Did y'all watch that?
I did. I just saw it. Though.
I mean, I've never
but
watched
I couldn't
it.
tell. Now I could tell when it was Candy because Candy have a distinctive voice.
So the Shaka and Patty, and they were so shocked.
But the thing was, I think
at that point I was like, I knew this face.
Well,
Robin Thicke guessed it like I think the episode before the last episode. See, Andrea said she watched it.
Oh, okay.
But I went back and looked at all of Tiana's performances and listening to her, the way she spun the tracks, I felt like you could tell it was Tiana Taylor.
Cause she kind of have a distinctive voice too, yeah.
But could you tell because you knew? Do you think that made a difference?
No, like her range.
I listened to some of her
like the
songs.
way she would go from range to range. I'm like, it kind of reminded me of Bear With Me. Like you don't know her song Bear With Me?
No. I've only listened to like one of her songs, but whenever I look at Tiana Taylor, all I can think of is Barry.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I don't even give her music a chance.
Andrea said yes, you could tell it was her. Like the way she would just. Is it just?
No, that's what I. Okay,
computer. It's just my computer. Okay, well, I'm like it's jumping, and I don't know what that is, but okay, cool. But yeah, Andrea said yes, you could tell it was her. So
I'm gonna go back and listen.
She did really good. The last one she did Robin Thicke's "Lost Without You."
How'd she do that one? Because her voice so like deep and raspy.
More of a soulful, emotional ballad.
I'm gonna have to go listen to that one.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
And then she did "Bad Girl" by Usher. Now that was probably my favorite performance she did.
I want to do. They got a compilation video like when what's his name, Iman, when he won Dancing with the Stars. I went back and watched all his
Dancing what?
Dancing with the Stars. What she say? Stars.
I went back and watched all his performances like back to back to back like that.
It's on YouTube.
He did,
all of her
but he did good on Dancing with the Stars. I really enjoyed him on there.
Yeah. But yeah, what's crazy is Robin Thicke gets like they do like clue videos while they're masked to try to get you to guess who it could be. But Robin Thicke and I don't know what that girl name is. I can't think of her name.
From the Pussycat Dolls.
Not her, the other girl. Oh. Her and Robin Thicke guessed it. Like she was like based off of these clues. Like I'm thinking it's Tiana Taylor too.
Yeah.
Not Junestown. What's the man name from Hangover? What's the Chinese man from Jenny McCartney? I knew that was her name. I couldn't think of her last name. Virginia McCartney and Robin Thicke gets Tiana Taylor, but the man from Hangovers, the Chinese,
I don't know his
the
name.
Asian man.
I don't know his
I don't
name,
know
but
his
I
name,
know
but
it
I
ain't
know
Jay
he's
Town.
I know, but I'm saying I can't stand you. I'm trying to think of what his name is.
It don't matter.
Anyway,
We know who you're talking about.
Right.
him. Yeah, Dr. Ken, but I'm trying to think what his name was on Hangover. Anyway, he said it was Brandy.
Wasn't that his name on? That was his name on Hangover.
Not Dr. Ken. No.
No. What his name was then?
I don't know. Y'all gonna make me go look this crap up. I can't stand y'all.
He coming to cut my yard. He coming to cut my yard.
Anyway.
Because y'all got all outside track.
Mr. Child. Mr. Child.
That was his name. Was his name in real life?
No, in the movie.
What was his name in real life?
Dr. Ken.
Was he the one that was on Ride
You
Along?
said no.
What's his name? Was he
And
on Ride Along?
Yeah, with Ice
Okay,
Cube,
yeah.
Kevin Hart.
So wait, what's his name?
His name is Dr. Ken. In real life, he's an actual doctor in real life.
Oh, okay.
But on Hangover, his name was Mr. Child. That's what I was trying.
She was trying to figure out the Hangover name.
Yeah.
What kind of doctor he is?
I don't know. But he actually is a real doctor. And then
Don't move. Just go. Keep going. Just keep going. I was trying to make it subtle. Just keep going.
Yeah, I thought it was a bug. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. And then the girl from the Pussycat Dolls. I'm trying to think who she thought Tiana Taylor was. Alicia Keys.
Now,
And I'm like,
Alicia
Alicia Keys,
that's
Tiana.
different.
I thought she'd been on there already though.
Alicia Keys?
I don't know.
I thought she had, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So okay.
But Alicia Keys, that's two
They're
different. That's
different,
two
yeah.
different ranges,
I
right?
feel
there.
like it's fake.
You think it's fake?
I just
What do you mean?
I
You
mean,
feel
even
like
though
it's fake?
Candy, like she did talk about like how they really do make sure that.
You don't sound like yourself.
So what
Well,
they give
not
it
that
a
you
little
don't sound
auto
like
tune?
yourself, but like nobody sees you.
Oh yeah.
Like she was just talking about how inconspicuous you have to be to
Mhm.
even come on set and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just feel
I
like
believe it.
with the judges' reactions, I be feeling like it's so fake.
It like I can see them like being very guarded because like on one of her performances, she had to like pull her mask up a little bit just to
Actually sing.
get certain
Mm-hmm.
notes and stuff so you could really feel what she was singing. I thought that was
Them
funny.
things get hot, don't they?
And then she had this bumble thing in the back, like a bumblebee. I was like, this is too much.
Yeah, I can't do all that. But I'm gonna have to go back and watch
Congratulations
that.
to Tiana Taylor. Anyway.
Yes, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
Yeah, it's real good. You can find her compilation thing on
I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Mhm. Now, this is the one that I'm excited about, and I hate it ain't happening before I go on vacation next week.
Oh,
Because I want some of this stuff. But congratulations to Auntie Tab Tab.
congratulations!
I feel like it's gonna be so gone.
Oh, it
yeah,
is.
just like her season.
Yes, I finally got
In
some.
June.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be at Target too, or she didn't say? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And she said she was working on some more. But that's good. Like, and y'all know me, I'm not like a colorful person.
Mhm.
But those pieces, like some of those pieces, I was like, yeah, I would wear that.
I would wear that.
Yeah.
You definitely
Definitely.
will wear that. Keitra, we know.
I'll get like
Yeah.
that one day. But I definitely, I'm gonna get one of her pieces just to support her. But
Y'all so petty.
I'm excited.
I am
Me too.
And to see
Fine.
how emotional she got on her little video that
Oh
she
my
did to launch
God.
it. Like it was just
I love how
Mhm.
humble and
she
how
is.
so down to earth
Mhm.
and real she is. I'm so happy for her. Like I was crying, I'm crying like she my real auntie.
Right.
I mean, she all of our auntie, but
Yeah.
I'm proud of her. And it said Target. I love Target.
Hey, Mama Marguerite.
I didn't want to bring it up, but let's just keep in our prayers the families that lost their children
Mhm.
Oh
and
yes.
mothers and wives and then now we see the husband
I
who
was just
passed
gonna say,
away
did you see the husband? Yeah.
from the grief. But why I brought that up is I watched the video that
That
she
Tab
made,
made. Mhm.
talking about it, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was really emotional.
It's on TikTok or it's on her Facebook page.
I think it was on
Facebook,
Facebook,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
but
This is crazy. Like Chico Elementary was locked down today because somebody was on campus with a gun or something.
And then one of my church
this is
members, I don't know what
ridiculous.
school her daughter go to, but the day afterwards, some boy said he was going to, kill her with a gun, and they had to call her, and
Her? Like her specifically?
the daughter, they were classmates, and the boy said he was going to kill her.
And see, that's, like I told y'all, that's always my biggest thing after these things happen is all the copycats.
Yeah.
And you just never know
right
where it's gonna pop up.
Right. But Chris made a good, I don't know if y'all seen her post, she made a good point. Like, we have all these no knocks going on where y'all can but when I watch some of the videos, I'm like, why are the police not in there yet? Like, what is taking y'all so long to get in there? But if it was somebody else, but
I have purpose. Honestly, since the war on Ukraine started, I have not had the news on.
Right.
I don't really have it on before then.
I'm not necessarily an empath, I wouldn't say.
It's just depressing.
Yeah, it does. It takes a toll. It takes a toll on me. So I have to not
and where I work, that's enough.
Yeah. I have to not watch that stuff.
It's been rough these past 2 weeks.
I mean, sometimes you just have to detach. That might not always be a good thing because you miss out on the good stuff too.
But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do for your mental health, though.
Yeah. Get out of there and just tune out.
Right.
What kind of segues into
I was just thinking that.
Segues into our topic for tonight. Keisha, take us away. We're gonna say it. Take us away.
You got it. Boom. Oh, well, I got slid on the
Getting to a life worth living. Are you comfortable or are you growing? Season 2 finale.
You so special.
Oh my God.
She's so extra.
Oh my God. I can't.
Now what you got?
And then she turned away. That's the thing for me. So before I ask the question, pretty much what you just said, a quote that I found that we're going to open with, it said by Bob Marley. It said, beginnings are usually scary and endings are usually sad, but it's everything in between that makes it all worth living.
Dude.
You know what that made me think of?
What?
So, this is I hadn't been watching it.
Okay, so I'm not gonna spoil it. Okay.
I wasn't watching it because I'm not ready to say bye. But 2, I just wasn't gonna be able to take it watching one episode and having to wait till the next week.
I know. Because I had to go back and watch
This Is Us.
I had to go back and watch last week's in order to watch this. I mean, like, I had already watched it, but I had to go back.
So I've been binge watching. And that quote just made me think about Jack's eulogy to his mom and how he talked about, growing up. It was hard for him and it was hard for her. But they both were able to get out of that and make new lives that were much more happy and, stuff like that. And so I think that is definitely, the beginning is always scary when you have to take that first step into what you don't know what
it's going to be. And
then once you do it and then it's time for it to come to an end, that is usually sad.
Yeah. And that can be with anything, Yeah.
But then it's all the stuff that happened in between, like, and that's what you have to make sure you don't discount. Like, you got to make sure you give yourself credit for all the stuff that happens in between.
And so, with this quote, after you watch the series finale, then we're gonna talk because it's gonna even make more sense.
Okay,
like with that, I like how
you ain't got to comment either. I'm just trying to figure out where all these tears at.
Oh my God.
I've been watching.
Well, she's not. Everybody that's been watching This Is Us.
Shows though. But shows typically can get me.
Do they?
But I'm just everybody talking about. I just been crying. Oh, This Is Us got me up.
I didn't say I was crying like that. I might have shed a tear too, but I ain't crying like that.
You're just not an emotional person.
I'm a very emotional person.
You're not.
Girl.
We don't see that side there, Court.
Andrea said I gotta wait.
You do.
Keep trying no emotional person.
I'm emotional.
So the question is, an audience, you can tune in, chime in. I said tune in, Lord.
I said they already doing that.
I know. Thank y'all. You You can chime in, let us know. But the question is, are you living or do you feel like you're just existing?
I think that's kind of where we got the whole, are you comfortable or are you growing? Because I feel like when you're comfortable, you're just existing.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're living, when you're growing, you're, vice versa. And I can always tell when I'm getting ready to go into a season of being stretched,
Mm-hmm.
or growth, transitioning into growth because of the whole.
Excuse me.
And it caught me off guard. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure I won't hear stuff. So sorry, y'all. We so
apologize. We tried to be discreet. She was.
Because I ain't even say it out loud. I actually mouthed it, then I literally looked at you and said,
it was Keetra's face when I turned around. I'm like, what?
So you know when you're finna be in a season of being stretched.
Yeah, because it's uncomfortable.
Oh my God.
It's and depending on what it is, I fight it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I always fight it, no matter what it is, and that's something that I'm really trying to get out of. So
I don't always fight it. Sometimes he
it.
kind of give me, like, the Lord will kind of give me a heads up, like, hey, this was going to get ready to pop out. So it's kind of like, oh, okay. Or it's like a test that I've previously passed in a previous season of growth or elevation. And because that one was kind of like, you feel
like the test kind of elevates.
It's almost like the Lord is like, let me increase this a little bit more and just put you. And it's kind of like, okay, I've kind of been in this place before, so it's not completely unfamiliar. But in those times when it's something completely unfamiliar or something that I just absolutely don't want to do, like coming out of my hermit crab right now, not coming out of my hermit crab, not being a hermit crab, because you blinked to me like, what the not being a hermit crab, like I don't.
You're struggling with that,
right? Yeah, because I'm like, please just let me eat my cheese sandwich. So I just feel like the season of or growing seasons are really when you're living. And I feel like if you're not growing, it's because you're stagnant. You're not really living, you're existing because you just stuck where you stuck at.
I'm a little bit of both right now.
Yeah.
I have my days where I'm living, and then I have my days where I know I'm just existing.
Just going through the motions.
Yep.
I feel you on that.
But I definitely feel when you said, as far as it getting uncomfortable, because that was something I just told someone the other day. Because they were kind of feeling the same when I was just like, when God getting ready to do something, he just makes you very uncomfortable to the point you can't pinpoint like what's going to happen, what's going on.
From Jesus?
Because see, I don't get those kind of warnings, and I think it's because he know I'm gonna fight it.
He just got to drop it on you.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, right?
For real,
he do
for real. But as far as like existing or growing, I think I'm in a growing period right now. And that's part of the reason, like, y'all haven't heard a whole lot from me, like, in what a few weeks.
I think that's all of us, to be honest.
And it's just really me trying to make some changes to create that growth or to help it along, because I already see God is sending the increase, but just trying to make sure I'm doing my part to keep it or whatever. And so, like, one thing that has helped me is I had gotten to a point where I ain't want to wake up, like lay in the bed until I can't lay in the bed. Like last minute, I got to get up and take Courtney to school. And so I set my alarm for 6 a.m. And when that alarm goes off, I say I am a person who wakes up joyfully every morning, ready to make money in my business. And y'all know they help me get my feet on the floor. Like I get up every morning now and start my day with my devotion. And then by the time I'm done with that, it's time to take Courtney to school, and I come home and I'm productive. Like, it has made such a difference. Just that one thing.
Mm-hmm. Words of affirmation.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely think I'm in the
season of growing.
A season of growing. I hope it's a long season, honestly.
I think growing seasons, though, they're naturally, I'm not going to say naturally long, but depending on
the stages that you have to go through,
the test you pass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he may be like,
long.
You ain't passed this one, so let me give you another one.
Let's circle around this mountain one more time. Let's try it this time.
I know he didn't got me before.
But I think the factors that determine the acceleration of your season of growth is obedience, like not fighting it. And then number 2, like passing the test, so you can get to the next level, and be able to really be immersed in whatever it is you're learning or whatever it is you're being elevated to do. So I definitely think the length of your growing season is based ultimately on you.
So true.
Yeah. The funny thing about growing, though, is it's kind of like with therapy. You know, you go through this process of jumping through hoops and uncovering old scars and doing the work. And when you finally get that victory of where you've processed something, you can acknowledge it, you can face it head on, and you can do what you need to do to not allow it to hold you in bondage. And it's like, yes, freedom. And then it's like Super Mario Brothers. It's like, okay, next level now.
Right.
So you got to go through a whole nother round of processing certain things. That right there is where I think I bump my head. Because I'll be like, now look. Now,
right. I didn't already talk about it. I already dealt with this.
I need a break. I need a vacation from processing at this point. Okay.
But that's kind of where I'm at now. It's like, okay, I did the work while I was in therapy. And so, you know, afterwards, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Moving and grooving.
But baby, this past 6 months,
listen,
when I say it feel like everything that I talked about in therapy, I'm being tested with. And I just, you know, I asked the question, and then, you know,
why not?
And then I come back and I say, okay,
hi,
Lord,
Mrs. Murphy.
Why not me?
Hey, Mama.
So it is, hey, Mama. So it is one of those things. Yeah.
I learned a long time ago to not ask that question.
Why me? Because I don't want to know. Because at this point, you know, like, don't tell me.
Right.
Just let me go and do what I need to do.
I got it.
Right. Like, okay. Yeah. I feel you. That's kind of like certain season I'm in at work. It's kind of like, now, Lord, you already know me.
Right.
I find myself like learning to know when he's telling me to speak on something and knowing when it's like, Holy Spirit, like, don't even speak on that, like, just be quiet. And I can always tell when he's telling me to be quiet because I get that little, you know, little angel, like, delete that backspace. Don't do
Control,
that.
delete.
And I'll be like, okay, fine, I'll take it off. And then I'll be like, well, I can just say it a little bit nicer. And this way, like, no, don't say anything at all. And I'll be like, okay, fine. I'm gonna sit over here, eat my cheese sandwich then. Let me just go back in my crab, you know, and just go on do what I'm gonna do.
Right.
And before I can like get comfortable, you know, it's like he's already doing what he needed to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let me get out the way and let me do what I'm doing. Go over there and eat your cheese sandwich. But then it's like when I get over there and eat my cheese sandwich, you throw me something and be like, okay, I need you to come out your shell now and do X, Y, Z. And I feel like,
but I'm eating my cheese sandwich and it's so good.
Sir, I just got comfortable over here.
So yeah, I'm the opposite in that aspect when it comes to the POE. Because I mean, just for instance, the other day I had an email come to me and I was just like, are they trying to come for me? So I had to, you know, nice, nasty. And I just had to say what I said. And I said, if I get any repercussion after, I just got to deal with what I got to deal with. I mean, but once, you know, it came to it, everybody was like, you didn't say nothing wrong. I was like, okay, I was trying to make sure I understood. But, you know, but I used to be like that. I'm not like that no more. I got to work on that. I got to be a little bit.
Yeah. I mean,
wait on the Lord.
Yeah.
I got to wait on that. Okay.
So real quick, like, question for the audience. Like, what do you all think as far as the season that you're in? Like, are you in a season where you're comfortable? You're like, okay, but you feel like you're getting ready to go into a season of growth, or you feel like you're getting ready to go into a season of transition. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that uncharted territory? And I think that'd be my biggest thing, because I'm such a planner and I'm very strategic about certain things. I be needing to know all the details. Like, but the thing about God is He only gonna give you pieces at a time. Yeah. I'd be like, Lord, I need to see the whole blueprint, because see what had happened was, and He'd be like, but if I showed you the whole blueprint, then why would you need to have faith in me? Why would you need to trust me?
Because then you'd be out there trying to do it for you. Well, God gave me this blueprint, so I think I can go this way because He already gave me the blueprint. So He know he can't give it to us, because baby, we're gonna destroy it before we can even get to it. Yeah. So then we're just back to square one. Yeah. Trying to get back to the blueprint.
So what would y'all say is maybe one tip of how to live and not exist in life?
For me, I would say make an obligation to myself to start scheduling me time. Because it is essential. I mean, I can plan it for everybody else, but this past year, and I'm saying from like May to previous May, this past year, I've been up and down with myself. Like, I find myself and then I lose myself. Yeah. Then I find myself, then I lose myself. Right. So it's just like I'm getting to that point where I'm just like, Janelle, you got to take time for yourself. You got to do what you got to do for you. Because when I'm running around with headaches, ain't got no sleep, and you know what I'm saying, little stuff like that. Yeah. So that's one for me, for sure.
So what are you doing to?
Like today, I knew I had somebody was already off, but I didn't care. Today I didn't get much sleep because I think my mama missed me being around her at the house. So we were talking.
Don't do my mama really like
and then
that.
I was watching then I was watching a million little things. And so I didn't really get much sleep. That was what I went over there. Let me go over there and take a nap. I didn't get much sleep. So, but that was fine. My mama caught up a little bit.
He was chillaxing.
But today I took off. Like, somebody texted me, was like, I gave so-and-so your number because they need to call about so-and-so. I said, I'm not there. I'm off. Like, I had to set that boundary, because even when I've been off, I still been allowing the calls to come through. And so I'm still working. You know what I'm saying? So I went and got a pedicure today. Like, I just had that time. I needed it. My feet was probably mad. One something.
Oh, I was already gone.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, it was so bad. Yeah. Because it was a car that looked like yours. I was like, I'll get your hair. And then I said, oh, that's not her tax. So that was something I did. And then, picked up lunch and went back to mama's house. And then, this weekend, just gonna chill. Monday's a holiday, of course. But Tuesday, I'm off. Like, I'm gonna spend a little time with my baby before he starts summer camp next week. But
I have a massage scheduled for Sunday, so
that's what I need to do.
Yeah. I was like, let me go and just put this on my calendar.
Yeah, so I need to do that.
You gotta be definitely have to be intentional about you time.
Yeah, because if I don't, I realize then, because anxiety is something that I deal with. So I realize. And people like, oh, I didn't even know you do it. It's like everybody anxiety,
something that you can see.
Yeah, but everybody's is different. Yeah, like some they go into a shell. Like mine's is my mind is going over. Yes, it's going in overdrive. So I'm like right now, everything that I got going on at church, work, getting Logan through school, graduated summer, like trying to get all that stuff. I've already told people like I can't do nothing until after July. Like,
hello,
so that's how mine is. So. I'm gonna be more intentional about setting me time.
Yeah, I agree. I saw this TikTok of Fantasia, and she was just talking about how as Black women we always, wear the cape of Superwoman.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And she was just saying how she had to be intentional about reserving herself for her. Like we should be catering to and helping and serving others from our overflow.
Mm-hmm.
And once we reach that point where we don't have any more overflow, we need to retain what's left for us. Because she was just talking about all the different hats that she wears, and she was talking about, the age differences and gaps of her babies. I did not know Zion was 20 something, and then she got a whole 1-year-old. I'm like, oh Jesus.
Oh,
Maybe
that made my stomach hurt.
Right, and then she got a son in between that.
Really,
so, but yeah, like we should be serving and doing from our overflow. And when she said that, I was like, man, you sure right.
Yeah, that's true.
You sure right. And then when we find ourselves running on empty, sometimes we may operate in regret, or we may internalize things, or maybe we may go back into our shell and just be like, forget it. I ain't doing nothing. Don't nobody call me. Like,
oh, that's me.
Yeah, don't call my phone. I'm not doing nothing. Don't ask me to do nothing, because the answer is no.
No, right.
Don't matter what the question is. My answer is no.
No.
Mine, I don't really. It ain't even that, because if they call, I'm still gonna go. But in my private thoughts, I be sitting thinking like,
no.
But I'll be like, if it was me, you wouldn't do it.
So why do it?
But then I still do it.
But
there's something that we talked about in was it season 1 with her? Something
that was at the end of season 1 too.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just that. But that be the so. Then I don't do it with the best intentions, because it's like
I'm just doing it just because
resentfully. Yeah. But yeah. My tip is, if you're doing something that's not bringing you any joy, don't be afraid to let it go.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, girl, you better say that. Let me write that down.
Right.
What you had said, girl?
If you're doing something that's not bringing you any joy, don't be afraid to let it go. I don't care if it's making you all the money in the world. If you're not getting anything out of it, you gotta let it go.
Think I better let it go. Let it go.
Just like a love.
Do what's your tip?
Girl, I'm still writing. Now you say if you're doing something that's not bringing you joy,
don't be scared to let it go.
Just write my tip. Because we do find ourselves we do find ourselves hanging on to stuff.
Oh,
I mean, a lot of times we do stuff out of obligation. We do it out of routine. We do it just because we think it's gonna make somebody else happy. But if it's not serving you any purpose or bringing you any joy, you shouldn't be doing it.
I have come a long way with that, because I used to be the same way. But I don't have a problem with saying no in any language: French, Spanish, English.
It don't matter what capacity. Because one of my biggest things is that where I attend worship service, church or whatever, that's their thing. Well, you remember this, so you should be able to do whatever.
Girl, bye.
No, I'm not doing it.
And your point?
No.
Yeah, you have to, because people will use you up if you allow them to.
Will.
And then that cup gonna get a little empty a little bit faster.
Yeah,
and it needs to be.
When, like Petra said, you wouldn't do it for me if I called you.
Right.
So, not to say that we should be doing things, if I scratch your back, you scratch mine, but
I want to feel like it's
things
mutual.
Should have to be reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I totally agree. If you're doing something that's not bringing you joy, if you're in a relationship that's not bringing you joy, if you're in a friendship that's not bringing you joy, if you're not in a partnership, whatever, if you're not even just internally like yourself, she back here watching TV.
I'm like, what she done?
Whatever. Like, if it's not bringing you joy.
Oh, that was the great
show. The deuces. That is so hilarious. That is so hilarious to me.
Right. But that's yeah.
Hey, Javian, why you watching from wherever you watching from?
Hey, bro. Yeah.
That's the garage.
I got to be, because I'm like, I ain't seen him come in.
Right. Me neither. But yeah,
I ain't seen him coming in.
Ashlyn said that's her favorite word. No.
Okay, that's why I said. You want me to say it in French? No.
I can say it's the same.
Y'all are really
said in
good at
Spanish?
it.
No, because it's
Y'all
the
are.
same,
You was
man.
in German?
Y'all
know
are
what
really
it is
good
in
at
German,
it.
no.
I'm not good at it.
But why
But
do you
why?
think that you struggle with that?
I mean, we've talked about that.
Refresh
Like I
my
was
memory.
always,
Yeah.
I was taught to be a servant, a giver, and so
Your mama laughing at you.
laughing at me.
Mm-hmm.
Probably from when you messed up the TV.
And you know, I was always taught that it's wrong to, like, if you can do it, it's wrong to say you can't do it. And so I think that was ingrained in me. So now it's hard for me to say no.
But and
like,
so you go ahead.
Even I remember, I'll never forget this. So we used to take a summer trip every summer. And we was on the bus. And this one particular year, I sat by my granny. I don't know. I was so excited to sit by her. Like I told her, can't nobody else sit by you. I'm sitting by you. And so we had stopped at a gas station or something. I went in. I bought some gum. And when I got back on the bus, one of my friends asked for a piece of my gum. And I was like, no. And my granny went off on me and was like, no, ma'am, you have a whole pack of gum in your hand. You can give her a piece of your gum. And I was like,
but why?
Well, she could have been a boss.
She could have went in there. She went in there. Why she didn't get the gum? You know, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But like, it's just been instance after instance like that. You know, just I was always taught to give. As long as you got it to give, you give it.
So, but I get that to a certain degree to give. You know, but when, like we said, you know, like Joel said earlier, if you have those that constantly just coming and wanting and taking, then when do you say enough is enough?
So this is another TikTok. Like TikTok ain't all dancing.
No, it's not.
It'd be some real heavy stuff that be on there. But I can't remember who it was, but it was a Black counselor that was talking about how she raised her kids. She didn't raise her kids to share because growing up, you know, we would all, when it's playtime, you know, it's like you have a certain amount of time to play with a toy. And if Billy over here want a toy, it's like, well, you've had it long enough. Let him play with it. And that's sending a message that my needs, my wants don't matter. And I should cater to other people because, you know, and it's when she said that, I was like, you know what?
That was real.
Yeah.
Bro, like.
Never thought about it in
at
that
all.
aspect.
And so I don't disagree with that at all. And if I ever get to a point where I have kids, I'm totally on board with it. Like, I'm not going to neglect your needs because Billy over here see what you got and he want it. And okay, you done had it long enough. No, Billy, go find another toy. Or go get your own toy.
That's something I kind of struggle with back and forth. Now, if Logan just go take the toy, then that's a different story. But
yeah, don't take no toy.
Don't take no toy. We don't play that. But I am big on who had it first. Give it back to them when they put it down and they say they done with it. Then they're done with it. But on another aspect, to piggyback off of that, as far as being taught and, you know, instilled in us that, you know, yes, serving, this. I never forget one day, I think I posted on Facebook, Logan was like super duper tired. And it was my fault. But he was like super duper tired. He was like, Mama, I don't want to go to school. It's like, you going to school. Home. But I let him stay at home. And I never forget, I had someone come in and it's like, well, back in the day, we just would have told y'all you weren't tired 2 days ago and you was outside playing. And I was like, and I get that. But that's the thing. Like I told Mom, I said, because you pushed us all the time, you gotta go to school, gotta do this, you gotta do that. I said, I think that's why I don't know how to sit down now. Like I'm always on the go. Like I can do this, I can do that. What time? This. And I don't know how to sit down and say no. And so I'm definitely trying to change that trajectory with Logan. Like, if you tired, son, you tired. Like, and I'm not gonna sit down somewhere. Right. Like I'm not gonna be mad at you. You gotta protect your mental health early.
And another, like, it kind of just goes back to the whole making sure that you're pouring from your overflow, making sure that you are on F, you know, for other things that may come up, like especially to your priority, which is your household, you know, if you have one, or yourself. But like, prime example, my boot camp started in July. If you ain't on my calendar by Tuesday,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap because I'm not taking no more one-on-one clients. I'm not taking no more consultations. I'm pretty much out the one-on-one game until after the conference. Because like I got a whole 6-week boot camp. And then right after that, I got to prepare to go to Nashville for a speaking engagement. And it's like, at some point, I'm going to have to be intentional, schedule me another massage. But I need to be able to pour into those individuals that have registered into the boot camp and be able to refill and then pour into those individuals that are coming to the conference. And it's just like, if I'm going around not being into, even if it's nothing but just, my current existing clientele, nobody might not schedule a session in a week. Okay, so what can I do? Not necessarily to optimize this free time, but what could I be focusing on? Do I need to start a new Bible plan? Do I need to just be still and know that He is God and just try to hear Him, what He's trying to say? But if you're not intentional about setting those boundaries in every aspect, and that absolutely means every aspect, then you'll find yourself running from, pouring from an empty place. Sunday, we're not having church. Why? Our pastor said we're gonna take this 3-day weekend and we're gonna rest, because that's what we've been talking about. That's what she's been preaching about. It's operating from a resting place, resting in Jesus, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So we ain't having church Sunday.
I actually wish more churches. I mean, I can't tell churches what to do, but like I know we're not having 2 services. We're just having one.
Just one service.
Yeah, we just having one. So I mean, I do appreciate that. Because baby, I went to church last Sunday. Baby, I was gonna be out there at 8:00 looking around trying to figure out why ain't nobody there. But that's true. You do have to, in order to pour into people, you have to refill yourself. And that's in all aspect, ministry included.
But something I want to add too. Yes, it's our responsibility to pour into ourselves, but it's also our responsibility to have people in our circle who will pour into us.
Absolutely.
As well. Not just to be surrounded by not surrounded by people that's always just gonna take that's expecting something from you all the time.
Right.
That's true. This what if you have it to give.
If you have it to give.
But that's what I said. But that's what I said though.
But sometimes you ain't got no time, but you're gonna make that time.
You're gonna find the time.
So if I find it, that means I got it.
No, not necessarily.
Because some of that you still operating out of. I'm gonna go ahead and do it, even though I don't want to do it.
Be intentional about, okay, God, what do you want me to do in this season? Is this the season of where I'm working and I'm being productive, or it really ultimately boils down to asking God, like, how do you want me to be a solution to this problem? I may have it, but the Lord may be like, I don't want
not right
now. Yeah. Because a lot of times, when it comes to family members or close friends, because we're so big on having a servant's heart and wanting to be there and available, sometimes we get caught in the crossfire because the Lord is trying to teach them a lesson, but here we come with our Savior mentality, trying to help and serve and pour into, and the Lord may be trying to get them a whole nother message, but He can't get to them because you keep rescuing them out of whatever He's put them in, so that they don't have anyone to run to but to Him. So you just got to have discernment about that. Like, I agree, yes, if you have it to give it. But ultimately, if the Lord told me, yeah, you got it, but I don't want you to give it, then ultimately it's going to be all right. Then,
well, that's a whole different thing, though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it ultimately boils down to you asking, like, Lord, what you want me to do with this? Like,
especially when you get to the point where you say, what was it she said? Talking about,
if I
don't really want to do it, but. Or, in your mind, you're thinking that, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you get to that point, then that's when, like she said, I feel like you need to go to Him like,
is this something you really want to do?
Right. Like, why you keep putting these people back in?
Right.
Why you keep sending them back here? But yes, as far as the circle aspect, yes. Like, you do have to have people that will pour into you as well as you pour into them. Because I will say, if I didn't have the circle of people that I've had, I've always said, I don't know, and my mama, and my daddy and stuff, but I don't know where I would be, baby, the way this past year been set up. So that's true.
And that's why it's important to have, not only people that do it, but they have to be in tune with you. They have to be able to pour into you even when you don't voice or you're not voicing
Yeah.
Like something is wrong, they got to be able to pick up on that.
And I definitely had somebody actually pick up on that the other day. I was like, girl, I'm good. She was like, no, you're not. The Lord already told me.
my
because I'm quick to say I'm good.
I'm not gonna say like my church sisters. They done got real sophisticated with how they finessed it now.
Oh Lord.
They don't ask no more. They just straight up send a message. Like I think this is when KJ passed. I got real quiet. Like I was real just observing, trying to get a feel of what was going on, what was gonna happen. And I had a sister to reach out to me and text me and say, hey sis, I know it's a lot going on, but I see you. I hear you. I feel you. And she elaborated on what was going on or whatever. And it was just like, there wasn't nobody but the Holy Spirit, because the stuff that you just got finished saying are only things that I've uttered in prayer. You know what I'm saying? It's but because that's how she led, I was able to be vulnerable and open up, you know, and say, yes, this is what I need. But yeah, they done got real sophisticated. They don't ask me no more. They just go into whatever it is they get ready.
Because when I said I was okay, she came back. She said, no, ma'am, you're not. I am okay. And then there was the long dissertation that I said to follow. So.
Yeah. I agree, Miss Marjorie. He absolutely can't handle any situation. He's not selfish. Why should you be?
He's just protecting mental health. But that's just where we differ now as far as millennials and.
What?
I mean, as far as millennials now, we are more. I feel like some of us are more self-conscious about who we allow in our space, what we allow in our space, and it's not being selfish. But sometimes you got to look out for you because ain't nobody else gonna look out for you. But I still agree. What Mama say?
She said, yes, you can't keep bailing them out or they will miss the lesson. And like I said, you'll be in the crossfire. But like, why is it bombs over Baghdad over here? I ain't did nothing.
Right. That point.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a good tip. Okay, Jules, what's yours?
I would say get out of your own head and don't be afraid to take risk.
Ooh.
And by risk, I will say be discerning. I don't want to say risk, but like, because it's never a risk to bet on God. But get out of your own head and just have faith wherever He's leading you, wherever He's taking you. If He's presenting certain opportunities, certain things to you, don't overthink it. You have to be able to navigate various seasons, knowing that whatever happens, good or bad, Romans 28:28 applies. So I think for me, my biggest thing is definitely, getting out of my own head. Primarily, I'm struggling with that now, just, trying to navigate corporate America and transition and do certain things. But a lot of times, we struggle with compartmentalizing things, and it makes us stagnant. Like it's almost like the fear paralyzes us to not move. But getting out of my own head.
Explain. We have problems compartmentalizing things.
Like I have a problem with switching from. It feels like I'm always on. I have a problem with switching from corporate America Julia to church Julia to entrepreneur Julia, because all three of them is go-getters, hustlers. I'm gonna go do it. And then when I get to my social relationships or personal relationships, I struggle with case in point. I've re-entered the dating world. I struggle with how am I going to
navigate?
Not necessarily navigate, but I know that the Lord is going to have to help me when that time comes to scale back and allow that person to lead, because I'm so used to doing it. It's just naturally, I'm going to do it. And if it's something that don't look like what I want it to look like, and if it ain't nothing that I can, but it's like, would you just please just trust the process, Julie? I'm just trying to get you to come out your shell just a little bit, man. But I have a hard time shutting that off. Like, you have to switch, like in your business, you're the primary, you're going to get it. But I wouldn't know how to not do that in a relationship or a marriage, or even just not always.
It comes naturally.
Do it?
Because I don't know.
Because why am I single now?
I'm sort of like, it's hard to not just the right one. Just not be independent, or even just slowing down enough to take everything in. It's just like I'm always on the go, which is why I said, let me be intentional. End of May, I heard the Lord say, your calendar is off limits from this point on. These are the 2 projects I need you to pour into. And I just really feel like have an opportunity to go on vacation next week. I don't really have to take care of anything. Just come. Okay. I just feel like that next week he has something that he wants to give me. But if I feel like if I didn't take the intentional time to schedule my massage Sunday and kind of get prepped for it, it's kind of like I'm gonna miss it. Like I have to be intentional about that. But it has been hard for me to always be on go. Like, and I don't know how to separate all of that. So
yeah, that's something I struggle with too. So I know it's gonna be
like when y'all find the one, it's gonna be easy because you're gonna feel comfortable putting some of that on that person. Not necessarily them doing anything or but just being vulnerable enough to be able to say, listen, I just can't right now. Like, you know what I mean? And I need you to understand, or I need you to do, or I need you to, just sit here with me for right now. Like, it becomes easier.
Child, listen.
Because it's me.
Watch.
I am Jules.
When y'all get there, you'll see it.
It's not even just necessarily the dating piece, but even like I've gotten a lot better in corporate America though, because I would typically always be the one to jump in and go in the leadership role. Like if it was a project or something, I'll take the lead. If you used to ask my coworkers, what do Julia do out there at work? Mind her business, eat her cheese sandwich. I don't volunteer for nothing. If you want me to do something, you have to assign it to me because I'm so used to always, just doing it. It's just it naturally comes to me. It's Girl Scouts' fault, really, but I've gotten a lot better with that in corporate America. But like
in your personal life, there's some,
like even tonight, the text message or the service.
I
don't know. I have no idea.
And I sent it and put my phone down.
I have earthly no idea. Sorry. Don't know.
They'll figure it out.
Right. I'm like,
that's exactly what I
figured it
said.
out for me.
And in my head, I said the same thing. Like, and what did the Lord do?
He worked it out.
Worked it right out. And you cut. I'm good with it.
Girl, did you see how quickly I said
it so fast?
I looked at what I looked at. Yeah, I got you. Let's roll with it.
Mama saying everything you do what?
It comes what? Oh, she said in everything, trust the process. Just be you while going through the process. That's the period.
That's
like
something I struggle with.
She said it comes with growth and experience.
Yeah, because switch it.
I think that's why I really.
And I mean that's in all aspects.
I mean, but that's the thing. That's what we're talking about tonight. Yeah. Like it comes in different seasons of life. God always equips us with the skills and the things that we need to be able to be successful in that season.
Yeah.
As long as we pay attention and accept it, So, I mean, that's the thing. God ain't never gonna make us do nothing.
Right. So I found this when I was looking as far as like trying to see, what's the difference between, existing versus living. Oh my God.
I can't stand her at all, man. I can't.
But this guy said, his name was Paul McGregor. He's what happened? Oh my God. I wish y'all could see production behind the scenes. Cut that out. My God. But he said existing versus living is controlled by your emotions, by your ego, by your title, by other people's opinions of you, by fear. Oh, my bad, baby.
I'm sorry. That wasn't that one.
Never mind. What's controlled by your emotions?
so I asked the question, how do you know if you're existing or how, or living?
Mm-hmm.
And so he was saying existing versus living. He said existing, living is controlled by emotions, your ego, by your title, other people's opinion, this. Living is taking, so that was existing, I'm sorry. Living is taking life as it comes, embracing it, and doing as much as you can to feel fulfilled. He said existing is just a long survival.
Pretty much.
Because it's an everyday struggle. Girl, sometimes.
I get it.
I would agree with that.
I agree too. I definitely agree.
But yeah, it's just getting, and I guess my thing is too, in those uncomfortable stages where I'm just existing or whatever, I struggle with vulnerability.
You struggle with what?
Vulnerability.
Girl, yeah, because listen, I'm got time for that.
Yeah, and so I think that's why the I'm okay just comes out so easy for me. I'm good. But then I may not be. You know what I'm saying? So like that's one thing I'm trying to work on for me more so, because I want Logan to do the same thing. Like I want him to be able to feel like, oh baby, as soon as October come, I'm changing my insurance, and I'm starting back in January.
Well, you ain't got to do that. I need to go back to my therapy journal. That's what we need to do.
Yes, and I did. The one I shared the other day actually came up at a good time when she had me do the exercise of if you could talk to your little self, your younger self. My notes had came back. That's and I just bawled, crying, reading. I said, Lord. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, but that was one of those emotional moments, you know what I'm saying, that I was having. It's like I can be vulnerable with myself while I'm by myself. But it's like, I'm like, was I taught this? Because it's like when I get around people, I'm good, what's up? But baby, I get back in that car and I get home or wherever.
But then we be having conversations like, but I be seeing you though, like,
so yeah. Really then I be like, what's really
okay,
yeah, you know. So that's one of the things I struggle with.
You be trying to take the spotlight off you because you'll turn a text message into a real quick. But how you doing, love?
How you doing? And that's exactly what I did the other day.
That's not what I asked you, ma'am. That's not what I asked you.
She said, "You good, so I'm good." So how you doing?
No, ma'am.
She said, "No, let's bag it up. Let's go back."
Back it up and dump it.
How you talking to me?
I'm talking to you, man.
Okay. But that's that not taking time for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I'm taking the spotlight off me. They put it back, you know.
She said you always trying to be a G. Ain't that right, Mama Marguerite?
I am. I don't know why.
Now she's trying to be a G triple OG.
Yeah.
No OG.
And I think Mama has gotten to the point she can tell when I'm having a moment. Like right now, transparent moment, like I'm dealing with hair loss. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know. So that's why I got a ponytail. But Mom was like, that means she's probably doing too much. And it was just the way she said, and I kind of was like,
kaleidoscope.
And then I had to walk off. I said, I probably am doing too much. But you know, it was just the way.
That will do it.
You know, it wasn't. Right. That'll do it. Yeah, and that was the thing. I was just like, and I told her, I said, well, you know, probably my anxiety too is, you know, and then the way I was scratching because it does, my hair be itching when I have. She's like, yeah, but you're probably doing too much too.
Yeah. I agree. Like, I agree, Mama Marguerite.
And then after I left, I was like, oh, yeah. So. You know, we live and we learn, right?
It's my favorite thing.
Or do we live and we learn?
You might have to go around the couple times. You're going to learn today.
Right. That's what the Lord say. That's what the Lord says. So, yeah.
The Lord says that.
You going to learn today?
Pretty much.
Oh, you going to learn today.
Pretty much. I mean, Kevin Hart said it. But
right. The Lord said it too.
Right. The Lord maybe gave him that joke, maybe. I don't know. You know. He might have said, Kevin Hart say this.
Mama, I can't say it every time. I don't want her to say nothing. Mama Margie said, say my shit. Ladies, remember your roots. Sometimes we can be too judgmental about things that we can hurt ourselves in the long run. Those same people you turn away, you may have to call on later.
Yeah, Spirit of discernment. That's true.
Spirit of discernment.
That's just true.
Now, Mama says, so are you living or are you just existing?
Oh, she missed that part. She watching Logan and the other kids. I'm a little bit of both right now. Mm-hmm. I have my days where I'm living, you know, and I'm proud of the accomplishments that I have made thus far. But then I get stuck in my own head. And I be like, I should have been further than where I am, or this or that, or what I'm saying. So then I have those days where I'm just existing. I get up and I literally go through the motion. Okay, it's time to get up, Logan. Come on, let's go to school. I go to work.
So you think you can do both?
What's the?
I kind of feel like it's all or nothing.
Mm-hmm. I think you go through seasons,
right,
of living and existing.
But at one time, you're either doing one or the other.
Yeah. I definitely think.
So one day I'm living and another day I'm existing. But so right now,
are you in exist?
Yes.
So okay.
But I wouldn't say I'm living, if that makes sense.
So,
like, I feel like I'm finna go through a period of growth. Because I'm very uncomfortable right now.
Okay, so right now you're existing. You're not actually in the season.
And I'm very I'm on
guarded.
edge.
You're real guarded right now.
I have definitely been guarded and on edge about a lot. And I don't know, like, little stuff irritate me. I just don't want to be bothered with. I go to work, I close my door, I leave, I go home. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm just leave me alone.
Anxiety because something.
Yes, like, and I'm just like, Lord, what is it? And I've been praying, probably not as much as I need to be. I will be honest, but that's just one of those things. Like, this past month, I have been very, like, y'all see how I'm up here. That's how I've been. Like, just leave me alone. Like, even with I love my baby. I love him to death. But I'm even like, I need a break from you. Can somebody come get you? Like, it's just one of those things. Like, when he be like, I want to go with my Nene, I don't even fight him. Go.
But then he look at you like, Mommy, I need a massage.
Right. No, he already gave it to him, baby. Had opened up my whole body scrubbing.
It was. You won't do it. I'm gonna do it.
Right, exactly. But I have those moments, and I can always tell when I'm going through this existing phase, because I feel like it rolls off on him to a certain degree. Like, Logan may not know, but I feel like my energy rubs off on him.
Energy.
Mm-hmm. So
hey, Daddy. He said we are living our legacy. Absolutely correct.
I was doing it to the screen.
No, that's true.
I'm over here talking about.
So special. I agree.
So that's where I'm at right
agree. Now. I definitely say I'm living because I'm being stretched in so many areas. And in some areas I am fighting it. Mm-hmm. Because like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. And then in other areas, it's kind of like, okay, come on, let's ride.
Let's ride.
Let's ride, Lord.
Right.
But I definitely feel like I'm in a season of growing. And another way that I can tell that I'm in a season of growing is no. Why do y'all always be thinking I be finna cry?
Because your eyes real glassy right now.
I got on eyelashes.
I didn't say nothing this time.
I'm sorry. Like me in the car.
Right.
Oh, no.
I've done enough crying for the week. I got all my tears out so I wouldn't cry tonight.
I just feel like I start to develop new habits and certain.
That water right there.
It's her eyelashes.
Y'all know my eyelashes be running.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You gonna cry? No. I am not. But I can always tell because I pick up new habits. Mm-hmm. And
good habits or bad habits?
Good habits. Good habits. Like I start to be intentional. I'll be like, dang, why I didn't do this like months ago, years ago? Like, why am I just now getting to this point? And then another way that I can tell that I'm in a season of growth transition is because certain relationships will fall off and I don't question like why they fall off. Mm-hmm. But it's almost like he be giving me previews. You know what I'm saying? That's really when the Lord speaks to me in dreams, and I be like it'd be so tough that I be like, I have to get up in the middle of the night and write that down. Like, okay, and I seen this and I did that. And so that's how I always know, because it's like the Lord speaks to me in various ways. But Javian said, I feel like you have to learn how to live. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You absolutely have to learn how to live. He said he's speaking from experience. Speaking from experience. And then Mama Marta said, you are so right, Mr. Scoggins and Mr. Brooks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
when I be having good dreams like that, when the Lord talked about, hey, when I gotta wake up, I be trying to go back to sleep.
Girl,
come finish talking, Lord.
Am I doing something wrong?
Right.
Talk to me.
So,
oh no, it'll come.
Not in my dream.
Oh no, okay. So
Yeah,
true story. True story. Right before I found out I was pregnant, I had a dream, and any other time, like I've had a dream that I was pregnant, it normally was with somebody else. But the people that were in the dream in exactly how I woke up and was like, wait a minute, Lord, I know you ain't trying to tell me I'm pregnant.
You did.
And literally the next day I found out I was pregnant. I was like, okay.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, what?
If my like
that was it. Yeah. Period.
Right.
Yeah, period.
That was it. I have to get up. Like if it get real good, he'll let me wake up and write it down. So I always keep like this goal journal on my nightstand, and I get to writing stuff down. And if it's something I'm like, I don't really know what that means. What do that mean? But I always have to send it to PKJ because I'll be like, I need you to interpret this for me because I'm lost.
When I go to sleep, I fall off into a slight coma.
Yeah, but he be girl.
He probably do be talking to me.
I was saying, he probably be like,
speak to Keitra and her
he probably tell the angel, she's snoring too loud. Let's go on to the next house. We'll try again tomorrow. She didn't wake up the first time. Right. So look, that's probably why he hits you. It's rise in the morning. He like, she wide awake, y'all. Let's go. Let's go ahead and dispatch them. Let's go. But this, but yeah. But sometimes it don't always come in a dream. But I do have a lot of dreams where I have to, like, where I wake up and I be like, now, Lord, what you trying to tell me?
Right.
Yeah. Me and Mama have a lot of those conversations. I be like, girl, what this mean? Or she'd be like, what this mean? I don't know. Let's look it up together. So yeah.
Got any final thoughts?
I forgot it was on the TV.
Oh.
Yeah. So do what you want.
Oh, so
do what you want and say no to what you don't.
I don't think we have to go through all this.
I was gonna say, what's the last quote? We already talked about Paul. Okay, yeah. So
what's Paul?
The quote we just did.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready for the announcements?
Announcements or announcements?
Are you ready for the Lord?
You want me to do the closing quote now, or if you're not, you want me to do the closing quote now?
Okay.
All right. This is the season 2 finale. We are getting prepared for season 3. So if you would like to be our guest, please let us know by going to our website, pressingunmutebutton.com, or sending us an email at pressingunmute@gmail.com.
Bam.
Next. Oh. No, that's not it. Okay. Now accepting sponsorship applications. So if you would like to run an ad like you saw our sponsor Hang Time Home Media doing this season, we would love to have your sponsorship.
We would what?
Love?
No, do it again.
We would love
there you go.
to have your sponsorship. So again, visit www.pressingtheunmutebutton.com or send us an email at pressingunmute.com. These are the 3 packages that we have to offer. We have the deluxe package for $60, the premium package for $90, and the signature package for $150. And you can read there to see those specifications.
Oh, okay.
Again, visit www.pressingtheunmutebutton.com or send us an email at pressingunmute.com.
At gmail.com.
I sure was like
pressingunmute@gmail.com.
.com.
Let's go back to this one. Season 2 has been a hoot.
It has, because you have tickled me, honey.
Right.
It has come to an end, and so we are really looking forward to entering a growth season as we prepare for season 3.
Absolutely.
So we definitely want you guys' feedback and your ideas and suggestions for anything that you would like to see or hear us talk about. If you would like to join us here at the Black Table.
Not the red table, but the black table.
No, not the black table. I mean, not the red table. No,
the
red
black
table.
rectangle.
I mean, the black table. You got me.
That was good, though, the black tangle. The blanco.
That's what we working on. So season 3 coming soon. We don't know when yet. We taking a break.
Eels.
This gonna be our 7th day.
Yeah.
We rested.
Eels.
So
we're about to see y'all in September. October. November. January.
Thank you, Daddy.
January.
Thank you, Daddy.
What Miss Margarita say? Y'all tired. It's time, Miss Margarita.
They hungry. Well, Keisha hungry.
I'm tired too.
Clearly, she always
Keisha always tired.
See, look at her.
You look like I've been doing it.
That big old yawn.
I am tired.
All right, it's been real, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Y'all make sure y'all share the page.
Do
like, comment.
Y'all go back and watch these on replay. In between time, in the meantime,
that part
till season 3 come on, y'all catch up on season 1 and 2.
Yeah,
and listen on what we on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
all of them.
Can't say Facebook podcast because they can take their way.
Cause why they doing that?
Why?
Stupid. But yeah.
But there we go. That's where we at. Well, take Facebook Live. You can watch the replay.
Yeah. YouTube.
Can you watch the replay on Instagram?
It's some of them I got to upload.
YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. I got a Twitter account, but I can't tell you the last time I logged in.
They'll be posting on Twitter for us.
I'll be trying.
All right, y'all. We love y'all. Who said something, girl? Who done said something in the comments?
You missed the host. Did, because I was watching.
Yep, you did, Peanut.
Yeah, you got to go back and watch, boo.
Oh, and
I ain't
let us
put you on
know
Fresh Street, but you said it.
About the retreat. Like, we may can do like a little retreat.
Well, that's what originally we had talked about.
While we on break?
Well, we originally talked about that around like October or something. Am I making this up in my mind?
Oh, well, okay. Retreat coming 2023.
She's gonna come back and be like, so y'all want to do it in October?
I don't want to go to we ain't gonna be able to go to the place we looked at. We can't use the pool in October.
No, we can't.
Oh, I ain't using the pool no way, so
ugh, you're not funny.
Sorry.
All right.
I know the water.
Oh my God.
And you're like, I'm not do water.
All right, y'all. Stay tuned. Thank you for supporting us for these first 2 seasons. It has been an amazing ride. Season 3. Here we come.
3, that's my number.
Boom! Oh my God.
She's sleeping.
As of right now, we are out.
Bye.
Peace.
Pressing the unused, pressing the unused button, pressing the unused button, pressing the unused, pressing the unused.